The full, no details spared version. Come closer. I mean it.
Pull your chair right up to the screen, because this is the version I never thought I'd tell anyone, not my therapist, not my mom, not even the girl who started it all. But you stayed after the short version, so you deserve the whole truth, every heartbeat, every tear, every second I thought I was losing my mind and finding it at the same time.
My name was Alex.
26.
Graphic designer.
Decent jawline, gym 3 times a week, the kind of guy people called solid or chill. I had a girlfriend everyone said was out of my league, Mia, 5'2" of fire and kindness wrapped in sundresses and red lipstick. We'd been together 2 years, 3 months, 11 days when she ended us.
Thursday 9:17 p.m. I walked in smelling like printer ink and subway metal.
Mia was on the couch, knees pulled to her chest, 2 suitcases beside her like silent witnesses. Alex, she said, voice flat and exhausted, sit down.
I didn't. I just stood there with my keys cutting into my palm.
I'm leaving tonight. I booked a hotel, and tomorrow I'm staying with Jess. I laughed, because that's what you do when the floor drops out.
Mia, come on. Whatever I did, I'll fix it. You can't fix this.
She finally looked at me, and her eyes were red, ancient.
You're not happy. You've never been happy as him. I see you, Alex. I see you staring at my tights when they are drying on the rack. I see you linger in the women's section at Target and pretend you're looking for a gift. I feel you flinch every time someone calls you handsome like it's an insult. I waited. 2 years I waited for you to trust me enough to say it out loud.
I'm tired of watching you suffocate.
My mouth opened. Nothing came out.
She stood, grabbed her coat, then stopped at the bedroom door.
There's a box on the bed.
I ordered everything 2 months ago, hoping you'd choose this on your own.
One weekend. Be her. Just once.
If you can look in the mirror and still tell me you feel nothing, I'll let you go forever. But if you feel something, text me a picture.
I'll know. The door shut.
The lock clicked.
The silence was so loud my ears rang. I don't know how long I stood there. 10 minutes? An hour? Eventually I walked to the bedroom like I was sleepwalking.
The box was huge, glossy pink, black satin ribbon tied in a perfect bow.
A card on top. For the girl you're terrified to meet. I love you enough to set you free. One weekend.
Then the truth.
Mia.
I untied the ribbon with shaking fingers. Inside was an entire life I'd never dared live. A honey-blonde human hair wig, 20 inches, beach waves, lace front so real I gasped. Full makeup, Fenty foundation in my exact shade, she'd matched it while I was asleep one night, Charlotte Tilbury contour, Huda Beauty lashes, the exact red lipstick she wore on our first date. Silicone breast forms, 800G each, warm from the heating packs she'd included. A padded pink lace bra and matching panties, size medium, with tiny bows on the hips. Shapewear that promised to give me a waist I'd never had. A little black dress, off the shoulder, bodycon, size 8. A white cotton sundress with tiny daisies. High-waisted light-wash jeans and a cropped baby pink sweater. 4-inch nude pleaser heels and a pair of white sneakers for day 2. Jewelry, dainty gold hoop earrings, clip ONS, thank God. A thin gold necklace with a tiny heart. Nail kit, cherry red press ONS. Perfume, Ariana Grande Cloud, the one that made me dizzy every time she wore it. And at the bottom, a Polaroid of Mia holding the same box, smiling through tears, dated 2 months earlier. I sat on the floor and cried so hard I threw up in the bathroom trash can. When the shaking stopped, I locked the bedroom door, closed every curtain, and whispered to the empty room, one weekend. Then I'll prove I'm fine. I started with shaving. Everything. Legs, arms, armpits, chest, the tiny patch of hair I'd always kept on my stomach because real men. The razor shook so badly I nicked myself a dozen times. Blood mixed with coconut shaving cream. I watched it swirl down the drain and thought, this is rock bottom. This is rebirth. Same thing, really. The panties went on first. Blush pink lace sliding up smooth legs. The way they cupped me, the string settling between my cheeks, my entire body lit up like I'd touched a live wire. I had to grip the counter because my knees buckled. Then the bra. Took me 15 minutes to hook it behind my back. When I dropped the silicone forms in, the weight pulled forward and my breath stopped. I looked down and there were breasts. Real, heavy, soft breasts moving when I breathed. My nipples hardened against the lace and I made this tiny involuntary sound I'd never heard come out of my mouth before. I stood there in just lingerie for a long time, staring at the stranger in the mirror. My hands moved on their own, cupping the weight, tracing the curve where silicone met skin. I felt dizzy. I felt electric.
Makeup was next.
I'd watched thousands of hours of tutorials in secret, always at 3 a.m. with headphones, always clearing my history after. Now I sat at Mia's vanity, lights bright, and followed every step like I was diffusing a bomb.
Primer.
Foundation, blended with a damp sponge until my skin looked poreless. Concealer under my eyes, the dark circles from crying erased. Contour, blush, highlighter that caught the light like I'd swallowed a star.
Brows filled soft and arched.
Eyeshadow, soft browns fading to champagne shimmer. Eyeliner wings so sharp they could cut glass. 3 coats of mascara, then the false lashes. My hand shook so badly I glued one crooked and had to start over. Lip liner, then the rose lipstick that made my mouth look plush and kissable. The wig last. I pinned my real hair flat, slipped the lace cap on, adjusted until the hairline looked like God himself had drawn it. Blonde waves tumbled past my shoulders, cool against my bare back. I turned my head and the hair moved with me like it had always belonged there. I stood up in just lingerie and the wig and walked to the full-length mirror on trembling legs.
And I didn't recognize myself.
There was a girl standing in my bedroom at 4:47 a.m. wearing pink lace and terror. Her eyes were huge, glassy with tears.
Her lips trembled.
She was shaking so hard the breast forms jiggled with every breath.
I touched the mirror.
"Hi," I whispered, and my voice cracked into something softer, higher, without me trying. I guess you're me now." I named her right then, silently. Alexa.
Lexi when she was feeling brave.
Friday.
I woke up still wearing everything.
Makeup smudged into raccoon eyes, wig tangled, breast forms glued to my chest with overnight sweat. My phone had 47 missed calls, work, friends, mom. I texted my boss violent food poisoning, out till Monday and turned my phone face down. Then I spent the entire day becoming her. I practiced walking in the 4-inch heels up and down the hallway until my calves screamed and I could glide without thinking.
I redid my makeup 5 times until it was actually flawless. I tried on every outfit.
The little black dress clung to every new curve like it was painted on. I looked like I should be waiting for someone to buy me a drink in a rooftop bar. The white sundress made me feel like a picnic in human form, soft and sweet and a little dangerous. The jeans and crop top showed a strip of stomach I wanted to hide and show off at the same time. Every reflection stopped my heart. I painted my toes cherry red, legs stretched across the couch, drinking rosé straight from the bottle, watching 10 Things I Hate About You and crying at the poem scene because I realized I'd never been the girl in the story. And maybe I was supposed to be.
Saturday morning I almost burned everything.
I stood over the kitchen sink with the wig in one hand and a lighter in the other. But the thought of going back to the hollow man Mia left made bile rise in my throat.
So I did the scariest thing I'd ever done.
I ordered Uber Eats as her. I answered the door in the white sundress, fresh makeup, wig brushed perfect, voice pitched soft and sweet. The driver, a college guy with a man bun, did a double take, smiled huge, and said, "Here you go, miss. Have a good one, beautiful." I shut the door and slid down it crying happy tears for the first time in years.
Someone saw her and didn't laugh. Just saw a girl and smiled. That high lasted 6 hours. Saturday 3 p.m. I got reckless. I needed more. Needed to know if it was a fluke.
So I put on the little black dress, red lipstick like war paint, the highest heels, gold hoops, perfume cloud strong enough to stop traffic, and I walked 3 blocks to the bodega for wine and chocolate. Every step was terror and euphoria. Click-clack of heels on pavement. Wind teasing the hem against my thighs. Men staring, some subtle, some not. Women glancing, some smiling, some sizing me up. I kept my eyes down, heart hammering so hard I tasted metal. Inside the store I grabbed the cheapest rosé and a bar of 72% dark. The cashier, an older Dominican lady with kind eyes, looked right at me and said, "Mija, that dress is fire.
You look expensive.
Be safe out there tonight, okay?" I floated home. Actually floated. Sunday morning reality kicked the door down. My best friend Jake still had a spare key from when we were roommates. He let himself in yelling, "Oh, you alive in here? You've been ghosting everyone for 3 days."
He froze in the bedroom doorway.
I was sitting on the bed in the silk robe barely tied, wig perfect, full face, breast forms shifting with every panicked breath.
Cherry red toes peeking out. Time stopped. His mouth opened. Closed. Opened again.
Alex, what the actual fuck?
I couldn't breathe. Shame flooded me so hard I saw spots.
He stepped closer, eyes wide. Not disgusted. Worse, pity.
Is this why Mia left? I shattered.
Tears destroyed $80 worth of makeup.
Please don't tell anyone, I choked. It was just the weekend.
I was gonna stop.
I swear I'll stop.
Jake sat on the bed, rubbed his face, then looked at me, really looked.
You look happy. Like, glowing.
Not the dead-eyed zombie you've been for years.
He exhaled hard.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a mindfuck.
But if this is you, then fuck it. Be you.
Just maybe text a guy before he has a stroke walking in on this.
I laughed through snot and mascara.
He hugged me, awkward around the wig and fake boobs, but real.
That was the moment everything shifted.
Sunday night I took the scariest photo of my life, me on the balcony at golden hour, white sundress fluttering, blonde hair glowing, small real smile.
I sent it to Mia with the caption. I see her now. I'm sorry it took losing you to find her. Thank you for the box.
I'm keeping her. Lexi.
3 dots. Gone. 3 dots again.
Mia. You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Mia. I knew she was in there. Mia. I'm so proud of you, my heart hurts.
Mia. Coffee next week?
Friends? I cried so hard I had to peel the lashes off or drown.
Monday morning I walked into the office in men's clothes, but I wasn't the same man. I gave my 2 weeks' notice, new city, new job, new name on everything, Alexa Joy Carter.
Some friends ghosted. Some stared.
Jake took me shopping for my first real bra that wasn't padded. My mom cried for 3 days, then showed up with my childhood baby blanket and said, I wrapped my daughter in this once. I get to do it again. 6 months later I'm sitting here in a little apartment filled with plants and skirts and the smell of vanilla candles, recording this for you. That weekend broke me open like a geode, ugly on the outside, crystal on the inside. If you're watching this and you're scared to open your own pink box, whatever that looks like for you, listen to the girl who was once a boy crying on the bathroom floor at 4 a.m.
One weekend. One dress. One honest breath. It might just save your life the way it saved mine.
Be brave, beautiful.
The world is bigger and kinder than we think. I love you. See you in the next one.